There it is. There it is. Did you know? Okay, yeah, okay. You're in store today. Did you know? Sorry. Can you say, did you know women are going to take over wing foiling? Can you say that? Because yes. I'm going to go, and you go, and you take over.
Did you know women are taking over wing foiling?
Yes. Is that going to be good or no?
No. Yeah. Tune in and we'll tell you why.
Thank you, everybody. It's so good to see your face. Thank you for liking and subscribing and joining the channel and this incredible journey with all these wonderful people like Kelly. We got a super exciting one today because Kelly is inspiring women around the world, and we're talking today about how I believe kids and women 100% are going to take over, because wing foiling is always like a draw to somebody who's like, oh my gosh, it looks crazy, whatever. But in reality, it's such an amazing feeling that I personally think that women are actually falling in love with it all around the world, and they're super into it, and all their kids are gonna do it, and that's just why. And so we're here today with Kelly to kind of hear about how many women, how many people are so inspired by it right now.
Yeah, I think it's really something that women are grasping onto and kind of running with. It's attainable for a lot of women, all women. I mean, we can all do this. It's something where I started with no experience. I went for it, and I started to see like a lot of progress right away, and just, you know, making a lot of gains. And it's really, it feels good. It feels achievable, and like I feel like I can, you know, conquer this task, and that's like really empowering to me. And I think that a lot of other women are feeling the same way, and we're able to be out here at the beach in the water with all these men kiting and doing all these other things, and we're out here having just as much fun, if not more fun, and we're taking over, and it's awesome.
We're taking over. What's so amazing to me is, you know, I love this sport. It's fun, it's challenging, but what's really neat is it's an awesome workout. You're out in the sun or wherever you are. Truthfully, you're just not indoors. You're experiencing Mother Nature at its finest. And I just feel like there's so many women being drawn to this right now because it is achievable. And I think that's really cool for me to see, coming from pretty extreme sports a lot of times, that I think people look at it sometimes and they're just like, I can't do that. And I think Kelly and many other people, Women of Wing is one that you guys should follow them, check it out. But they're inspiring others to just give it a shot. And all it takes is one shot. Like, get up, find a local whatever, or just watch these videos. Watch all these videos we got. Watch Kelly and how she went through the process. This will get you going doing something that's so awesome, and you will inspire all your friends, and truthfully all the beaches will be taken over, and then we'll probably have to stop, and then that's kind of how it goes.
Yeah, something that's really cool too, I think, is that, you know, surfing, you have to go out there, you have to have really good waves, and you're surfing a wave. Or kiting, you know, you can kite surf, you can be on your different types of boards, but it's a little more of a I don't know, a feat, I guess, to conquer that. This is something where you can be really into the hardcore stuff. We can go have women out there, they're doing all the crazy tricks and backflips and fun, awesome, advanced tricks.
That's Kelly, yeah.
Me. And then you have the people who just want to go cruise around. Yeah. And it's fun on all levels. So yeah, whatever you're into, like the extreme stuff, or if you just want to go cruise around and ride a wave and go on flat water and enjoy yourself and be out there on a peaceful, I mean, it doesn't have to be a certain condition to go. I mean, you need wind, but that's about it.
Absolutely perfectly said. And even better, you know, it's beautiful for couples and families to be able to do something together that's, one, super healthy, active, a great experience for the whole family. And I think that's why I think you're going to see women taking over wing foiling, and kids, and I think there's going to be this huge movement because everybody can get out and do this, not just some athlete that, you know, feels like he is, you know, empowered and very talented or something.
Yeah, let's hear some stories from some other inspirational women.
So we've noticed that women tend to love winging more, like even more. I think maybe it's the fact that it's more inviting of a sport, but how my friend Lacey and I, we both started winging at the same time, and we're kind of going through the same growing pains at the same time. We were like, there's got to be, you know, more females out there who are trying to get into the sport, and we thought about starting to see if there's an Instagram for women so that we can all share our journeys. And so we started it. It's called the Women of Wing, and we actually have been growing, and there's so many females that are out there and loving the sport. And you know, they're inviting us to come to France and Spain and Brazil and this and that, and obviously we can't right now, but eventually, hopefully, we can have these meetups and meet these incredible women. Like some were posting this week about the world tour, the GWA, and how, you know, incredible they did. Some were first and second place in freestyle, and we feel like we know them because we post their stories, they talk to us on a weekly basis, and it's just growing a community that is not your normal community. So it's been very interesting.
I had a lot of friends that, you know, they thought about kite surfing and they wanted to get into the sport, but they never really made that move. Or, you know, like they thought about taking lessons, or they might have taken a few lessons and they abandoned the sport. The learning curve, I think, for kiting is definitely longer, takes more, you know, time, understanding. I think the winging is definitely something that I see women gravitating towards. So I often get approached by, you know, girls in my community, and they're like, hey, can you teach me this? And we go out once or twice. I get them comfortable enough, you know, like to be on their own. And I come back to the beach and they're like, you know, already wing foiling on their own spare time by themselves. You know, they're not waiting on the instructor anymore. They're not waiting for their husbands. You know, where it used to be like, you know, you would sit at the beach and watch your boyfriend or your husband, you know, kite and have fun, and you just kind of like, you know, waited for your turn. Now with the wing foiling, I see the women taking charge and just going for it, you know, like not waiting for somebody to come grab the board for them or pump up the wing for them, or, you know, like walk them, you know, like side by side. I think it's way less intimidating, you know. If something happens on the wing, you can just paddle back. You can just, you know, sail the wing back on your knees. You know, like it does take a lot of that intimidation factor away. Where kiting, you know, like you know, any little movement, you know, can mean that you're either taking somebody down or you're taking yourself out, you know, on the beach, depending on the wind direction or, you know, the spot where you're riding. You have to be way more careful. So yeah, I think the girls are definitely gravitating towards wing foiling very fast, and they're conquering the sport, which is really, really fun to watch.
I think that the funnest part about winging and foiling is community, like creating a community. Once you create a community and you have friends, you talk, you try to figure it out. You're like, I learned this, I learned that. And the learning aspect is, I think right now, the funnest part. To figure out how to address what's going on a few feet below you, to where your feet are, to where your arms are, and how to pull in that wind. So it's fun. I think if you have more of an adventurous look on it, of an adventurous perspective on it, it can be fun. I think that's what today was about too, was having fun.
For me personally, I consider myself the chicken of the sea. You know, I'll push myself to do things, but I feel like if I can do it, anybody can get out there and do it. You know, I still have a long way in my journey through winging, but it's been so enjoyable, and I've loved the progression that I've had, that I feel like other women out there, if they want to do it, it's an attainable goal. It's not something that you should fear. It's something you should definitely go out there and try. It's a beautiful sport. Like it's just something about like when the sun is shining down, you're in the shade of the wing, and you just see the water rushing underneath. It's a beautiful sport. I just love it.
Wasn't that just
So, since we just heard from all these amazing inspirational women, let's just take a moment to to kind of, I can't do this. I got to start over. Okay.
That
What are
was
we taking a moment to
perfect.
do?
That was
okay.
perfect.
So go check out all the previous videos, test it out, learn, grab the stuff, and we'll see you in the water.
Just like that, she said it. Look, they're gonna take over, they're enjoying it, we're enjoying it. I challenge you, Kelly challenges you to get up, go out and do this. Try something, get out, be active, live healthy, do this. You can do this, right? Can they do this?
They can do it.
All right, so that's it. We love you guys. Thank you, like and subscribe. Until next time, women are taking over. Thank you, Kelly, you're amazing.
You're welcome.